Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, or professional development. As the current time of 4:20 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum country $3,248, up about 1.74% so far. Respect to overall crypto market, see clearly we are relatively green. Kind of flat on the key coins, and on the altcoin side of the house, we're relatively flat across the spectrum. If you spread that out on average, we're just kind of up about or down about 1% so far. In respect to Ethereum, we are in between levels, as we mentioned earlier today, 3158, which is a monumental level of resistance that we've consolidated for basically months, and we bounced from those levels. I would say if you collectively count, I would say more than 35 times total. And right now, the propensities are we going to be going up to the 3350 all the way to the 3472 to ideally form a cup and handle, or are we going to be going up all the way to the 3450, linger around, and then sell back down to form a confirmatory head and shoulder pattern, which is technically a negative pattern? That means a sell-off is going to be imminent, right? So would I be buying now? I would say the momentum that we have right now with this W, the zigzags, you can see that we have resisted at 50 out of 70 on the RSI scale every single time we bounce from the 3158. So I would say the benefit of the doubt is relatively good. The reward versus risk is very tolerable, right? So buying at the moment and then ideally selling around 350 all the way to 3475 do command about like a $200 gain from here if you buy one Ethereum. But if you buy multiple, obviously exponentially grow up from there. Respect to Bitcoin is flat right now. It's a little bit more bearish, but you can see that we have bounced from the 42 out of 70 at the locations around the 42,000, which is a good level. And I think 42,000 is a relatively critical level that we've had. 40,000 obviously is even more substantive. So the risk reward ratio is still good in terms of incurring risk around this time right now. In respect to Ethereum Classic, we are in for a sell-off, which we have seen. We've been trying lingering around. We bounced from the 42 out of 70. Right now, we're back up to recuperations of 50 out of 70. So I think the depth cross has already been formed. So we just kind of be gliding until we form like a plateau. And then as we have the plateau, we'll eventually come back up, right? So, but remember, Ethereum Classic do have three separate levels, right? 3850, 3407, all the way to 2815, right? So be careful about this one because of the leap downs. Dogecoin, you could see how volatile it looks like, right? We're about to form a depth cross, so this sell-off is definitely imminent. I would not really touch this until 1250 all the way down. Cardano is on the verge of breaking through the $1.02, but if we break it, heading down to 85 all the way to 75 would be very logical. So that's where I would be potentially placing my bet in. Solana is on a let me look at this on a daily. Solana has just formed a depth cross recently for the obvious reasons. We're selling off right now. We are at the 50 out of 70. But we will still have some more room to go down to, ideally to somewhere around 102, which is the next bounce. But if we break 100 at all, because it's a monumental flat number, heading down to 92 all the way to 75 is very logical. XRPs of not doing anything, it's just flat. It seems like this is a head and shoulder pattern. With the 41 out of 70 right now, so levitating in between the 78 all the way to 69. So the level of the current, consolidated level is relatively substantive. So breaking through 69 will be tough. But, I don't know. This might be actually not a terrible idea to buy around this level because it's still in buying area. Definitely not in comparisons to when you were like at the 88, right? But now it's like more depleted at the 41, so it's neutral. So what you need to do is just like kind of look out for the plateau on the MACD front, which I think, anywhere from 73 cents below is worth your shot. So think about that on a DCA level. Polkadot down about 1.5%. We are cooping up as well, scooping up right now. I like anywhere from 16 all the way to 1406 from here. Algorand's up flat right now, like anywhere from basically 73 all the way to 67. We are having a W, so a rebound around 75 is very logical. So I would not say, you know, this is not terrible to buy at the moment. Shiba Inu, again, right, 2100, 1400 to 900. Right now we are trying to recuperate, have that W shape, which is as we need it. So as we plateau from here, we should technically bounce back up. So right now is okay level, not the best, not the worst, but again, 2100, 1400, 900 from here. MACTAC is just lingering on around the 140, which is fair, right? We understand that this is not, you know, this is exactly why we have to be doing this. But you know, if I were to buy in, I would say now is not actually not terrible. We're at the cusp of it, right? 142 to 120. So if we break 143, is a green light for you to buy, I would say. AVAX, this looks very much, it's still bearish, right? Because you're still like lingering to get down to 80.42. 80.42. The next level down will be some resistance around 77. But for me, I would probably just not touch this until we hit below 70. For me, if I'm building for the first time, 60 to 50. That's my tolerance. Terra is on a very negative pattern, extremely bearish at the moment. Large separation. We haven't even found a plateau yet, so Luna's going to sell off even further. So 62, 52 to 45 would be where I'll be looking at. So hopefully you guys have a great Saturday so far. It's a quick update. Yeah, the patterns are quite like a arm wrestling match between bears and the bulls at the moment. But I think if I was to place you know, a gut feel bet, I would say we are definitely more on the bullish side of the spectrum, that the bull will eventually win the arm wrestle. But yeah, again, that's my speculation, and I think the technical does convey that signal. So hopefully this is helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and take care. Bye.